turning this over to Anthony for a moment. He's going to be giving you more detail on this, how it all works, where you go to find Lead Street, and some of the details on how it appears to the consumer, and then how it appears to you to fix it up. Here's Anthony.
Good morning. Oh boy. Oh, and Melissa took off the mouse, so we'll see what happens today. Oh, this is too early for this already. Okay. Thank you so much, Melissa. One thing I want to tell everybody is that this system doesn't require you to be a technologist. Rather, it really enhances your ability to be a salesperson. One thing a lot of people don't know about this program is the fact that the system itself was successfully tried in other RE/MAX regions, in Northern Illinois, in New Jersey. And again, this was a problem that all these lead interceptors were taking the business away from us. So what the RE/MAX did is look for a solution. And luckily, that solution was within the RE/MAX brand. And they went ahead and took that successful operation, which was at the time generating over 11,000 leads for its agents just regionally. And now they've escalated to the national level, which was now called Lead Street. So this program has been tested, and it's an accessible program. And yes, we're in 1.0 version, so there's some little, I like to call technical challenges as we go through, and I'll point out a few of those type of items. So what I want to do is show you from a full spectrum. We're going to look from the consumer, how they go to RE/MAX.com, and then go down to how the lead is generated. I'm going to show you some amazing graphs, and I expect a lot of oohs and ahs from the audience. I know it's early, but I'd like an ooh and ah, just one. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to show a lead generated, what you're going to see from your BlackBerry, your Trio, or your cellular text message ready phone, which Melissa mentioned as earlier. And then I'm going to show you just the desktop itself, and then we're going to launch it back into Terry. So I'm a consumer. Again, all the advertising, $60 million. And again, think of this. We're right now at a soft launch. They even haven't launched the advertising as of yet. And already we're generating leads. Just imagine when that advertising's launched. Now, I come from a web background, and I know that the click-throughs are going to be an amazing amount of traffic because, again, we like to click and go straight to whatever that might be. And between Overture, which is Yahoo, and Google, they cover about 99.9% of all the actual traffic or web searches on the Internet. So when that whole model kicks in, it's going to be amazing to see what the results will be. So I'm a consumer. I go to RE/MAX.com and I initiate a search. And this time I go ahead, and this really is different. I'm in Anaheim Hills, and it shows a bunch of different items on the left-hand side. Now, once I click one of those properties, in this case I clicked one of the properties of the Country Hill Road, you'll see on the right-hand side there's some touch points. And again, we have a provider that has experience with the real estate medium, because one thing that is nice is that Cgent, who does e-neighborhoods, has all this experience and has a great amount of data. So you'll be able to pull out school information, some statistics about that particular listing. And then also touch points that will generate a lead back to you, the agent. So now with the consumer, I'm requesting this information. So what I'm going to do, too, actually Indira shared with me the story. Some agents were really excited. They went to the website and they started initiating searches like a consumer. So then, equally excited, the agent calls back and says, hey, I heard that you went to the website, and I want to help you out. And then they find out that it was just another agent trying out the system. So just to give you kind of this is what it looks like. Don't do it. Just look at this screen. So here from Find Out More and Schedule a Showing. So what this is, as a consumer, I want to request some information. A very simple menu will appear, and this is not required information. So what it means is that the consumer wants to actually be contacted, and they're going to give you their information. This is a consumer-centric site, and it's not required. Now, if it is required, and I'm guilty of this, I'll provide you my Oprah Winfrey Madonna email in a heartbeat, just to get to what I want to get. So with this here, they're going to actually want it. So the broker can decide whether to include name, phone number, and email. Most of the time, it's going to be name and email. Now, this is all the possible touch points through RE/MAX.com that can generate a lead back to you as an agent. Contact us requests, property more info inquiry, relocation services, a bunch of different areas to actually generate a lead and send it back to your pockets. Now, as a consumer, I want to show you what the screen will look like. I went ahead and I clicked on Schedule a Showing. I put my name, my email address, and I provide my phone number. I didn't have to, but I did. And once I click Submit, and since it's an asterisk, it's required by the system to fill it in. We're all used to that. And I get a prompt back saying, thank you for your submission. Now, what will occur is once this lead, and our lead has been generated, which I'll show you through my amazing graph, which I expect in an ah, and then it'll actually send a blank email back to it's called an autoresponder. Is that $5 over there somewhere? Terry, go ahead. It sends back an autoresponder email back to the consumer saying your lead has been assigned and someone will contact you. Again, we want to emphasize that this is consumer-centric and the consumer wants to be contacted, and most of the time by email. And one thing I have a big credential to my name is my wife is a RE/MAX agent in the South Bay, actually works for Senator Center's office. And she heard that one of her coworkers got a lead. Her first question obviously was to me is, where's my lead? So just go from there. Okay, lead generated. So now we have a lead generated. And this is where the graph comes. Don't hold the ooh and ah. Wait till the very end. So we have two scenarios. And of course, I'm going to go with the first scenario. It's your listing. It's a RE/MAX listing. How does it get back to you, the agent? So I'm a consumer. I start at RE/MAX.com. Where's my ooh? Okay, I told you at the end, didn't I? Okay, go ahead. Now, because of the corporate algorithm, because it's a RE/MAX listing, it's going to be sent directly to that listing agent's office. It's sent to that office. Now, request for information can be scheduled showing CMA request. That lead generated is sent to that RE/MAX office listing, and the listing agent will get the lead only if they have a Main Street account. And I'm sure all of you have a Main Street account. And this is a great opportunity to go on your Main Street account and make sure everything's up to date. Once you log into Main Street, which is remax.net, and Melissa will touch upon that again, and that will be available for you to look at, then you actually get access to Lead Street. And I'm going to show you the screenshot which allows you to change your email address and add your cellular text message to that. Okay, second scenario. It's not a RE/MAX listing. It's an other agent's property lead. Start again at remax.com. This time it will follow a corporate algorithm. Now the corporate algorithm is based locally. Again, this is based on the service area of your local office. So whatever area they look at, say for instance at Los Angeles, which you have many offices in there, and if there's more than one RE/MAX office in there, what will happen is based upon the roster size, that office will get an equal amount of those leads, and it's just distributed that way. It's sent to an office. The request for information, again, could be a property CMA. Now lead generated is sent to the actual broker's algorithm. Now there's three choices the broker can do. One, they can have all the listings sent back to them, and then they can sell it back to you or give it back to the agents. The second option is they can have the lead go to one agent at a time, and they have a certain amount of time to respond. Now most of the time it will be based upon business hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., 7 days a week. The third option, which a lot of brokers have expressed interest in, is that it's sent to 5 agents at the same time. And the first person to respond back will get that lead. And you won't know you did receive that lead until you go back to Lead Street and actually log in. And again, there's also another option the brokers can decide to have it sent 3 times randomly into the pool. Once it off his algorithm, it goes to the agent's lead. Now, another scenario, too, is we all know, as consumers, they're not going to just search one time. They're going to search multiple times. So what happens in that scenario? I have a graph for that. Now, any office, yeah, there's the ooh, thank you. Any office that's just searching, nothing will generate. Now, the second the consumer actually requests some information, it's now a lead generated. And that's sent to an office. And I chose the Torrance area. Now, this office A has Torrance area as its service. It enters into its business algorithm. It then sent out to an agent. The agent accepts that. Now that particular consumer is registered with that agent for the time period, and there's no expiration of that time. Every time they do a search or initiate a search within that MLS area of that particular office, that agent will still receive those leads. Now there's one option that we know a lot of you have referral marketing and have clients that if for some reason that your client gets associated to another agent, the broker can always assign that agent or that client to another agent. So that's always an option to help you out with referral marketing, referral basis. Now, what happens when the consumer now requests something outside the MLS area, in this case Santa Monica, which is a different MLS, is a brand new listing or brand new lead that they've generated. And yes, 2 agents will be contacting that consumer. So the one who contacts the most and puts them on a referral-based marketing or drip marketing that Terry has in place and qualifies that lead will probably get that client hopefully going forward for a listing or a sale. Now we accept the lead. Now here's how it looks and how you can accept the lead as an agent. Now you can receive notification via cellular text message ready phone. And that's just notification. Now if you have a capable phone, email capable, which is a BlackBerry Trio, you'll be able to actually accept it via your wireless device.